internally.
No, that's a bad idea. You're supposed to be looking at them the whole time.
They're gonna be like, they'll be like,
Object to something you're saying?
No, not until the open debate.
Yeah, really open.
When you're ready, go ahead.
The decision to get an abortion is often made by minors and young adults who do not have the maturity and life experience to make good, smart decisions. Why should an important decision like having an abortion be made by those who don't have the maturity to make such an impactful decision? What gives you the right to kill that baby before it's even had a chance at life? I read online at debate.org, somebody stated that people don't think embryos aren't life, and that even fuses aren't life. But let me ask you this, why should we be allowed to take away this potential? Don't you want to watch something you made grow and live and have a life full of excitement and love?
Great opening statement. Thank you very much. To the other side, when you're ready.
nearly all abortions take place in the first trimester when a fetus cannot exist as an independent of the mother, as it is attached to the placenta and umbilical cord. Its health is dependent on her health and cannot be regarded as a separate entity and cannot exist outside her womb, so is practically not considered a thing.
Okay, so you're done. Back to the other side for 4 points.
You shouldn't take that away. Abortion is murder. As soon as the baby is beginning to form in the fetus, it's considered to be alive. The majority of abortions are now being taken place because of convenience. I'm not ready, or I didn't want this. More than 85% of women had said that they had negative reactions to their abortions, which included sadness, guilt, regret, disappointment, and of course, grief. Women should give their babies to women who can't conceive. Also, abortion may lead to future medical problems for the mother. Abortion shouldn't be a form of birth control when other forms are readily available. With contraception being so effective, unwanted pregnancies are typically a result of irresponsible sexual behavior. Such irresponsible behavior does not deserve an exit from unwanted pregnancy through abortion. That's wrong.
Women who have abortion can suffer from post-abortion syndrome. Post-abortion syndrome is a term that is used to describe the emotional and physiological consequences of abortion, also known as PASS. Some symptoms may occur right after an abortion, and other symptoms may take months or years to even show up. Guilt is a normal reaction that surfaces usually right after the woman realizes that abortion is wrong. Besides guilt, women may even express anger, have anxiety or depression, or some may even decide to commit suicide. Football player Tim Tebow and singers Celine Dion, Cher, and Justin Bieber's mothers were advised by doctors to get an abortion, but they didn't listen.
Those are the 4 points. Great. Back to you guys.
I'm going to start things off by saying it's the woman's choice. It's her own body, so she should be able to have control over what they feel the best option for them is. It's their right to know they're not the only caretaker of the child, if they might not be financially stable for it to support it or not be able to look after it properly, then they should be able to have their abortion.
The concept of personhood is different from the concept of human life. Human life occurs at conception, but fertilized eggs used for vitro fertilization are also human lives, and those do not implanted are routinely thrown away. Is this murder? And if not, how is abortion?
It's a safe procedure. They're done properly, like the majority of the time. They cause no further harm to the female. If they were not legal, then women would be looking at other options for abortion alternatives rather than getting one done safely. And then if they couldn't have an abortion, they might just have the kid and then not take care of it, not get rid of it, and no child should have to endure that.
In a case where a woman is forced to be pregnant by a violent act would cause further physiological harm to a victim. Often a woman is too afraid to speak up or is unaware she is pregnant. Thus, the morning after pill is ineffective in these situations.
Jace postseason run so far.
Maybe I should do mine.
I was like, what's going on?
just Putin. Just-
So we good for time?
10 seconds.
Okay, I'll start with that last. And
Okay, go ahead.
Stop it! Stop!
okay, denying
We're
someone
good.
life because of the circumstances of their conception is unfair. They had no say in these circumstances and were instead simply given life. It does not matter what the conditions of this life were. It is still wrong to kill life, particularly an unborn baby.
Lately, there's been a large number of sexual assault and rape cases, and in those instances, it can lead to an unwanted pregnancy. And in that circumstance, the woman should not have to keep a baby and they got pregnant over an attack. It should not be their responsibility as they were harmed to get pregnant.
Excluding cases of rape, the woman exercises any right to choose in causing conception intentionally. Afterwards, even if a woman has a right to her body and to choose, this right is overridden by the fetus right to live, and what could be more important than life?
People think of abortion as black and white, but really there are some gray areas. Some fear that if they don't have abortion, they have to put up for adoption. When really, they can easily just do an abortion. Like again, it's not really considered murder because it's not really a person.
Most abortions are performed entirely voluntarily by women that have the means to raise a child, but simply don't want to. While emergency abortions or abortions under trying circumstances such as rape are held up as reasons to continue to have abortions, they are infrequent and serve more to provide cover for voluntarily lifestyle abortions. This is wrong.
Tests can often show before the birth that a child may be expected to die after shortly the birth due to a number of different issues. And in that case, having an abortion might just be easier than going through it and having the death occur afterwards. The child could also be shown to be born with a very harmful disability, and in that case, the baby will have a very diminished life, and it might not even be one that would be good to live.
This arrogant and disturbing arrogance is impossible to justify given that many people with disabilities lead fulfilling lives. What disability would be regarded as the watershed between life and termination?
In many cases, rape often happens to a young female, and oftentimes the young female won't be able to have the child, so it will then just end up dying anyway. So what's the point of not doing abortion? It's completely safe. 88% who have had abortion, there's 0.5% risk with serious complications, and it does not affect the woman's health or future ability to conceive or give birth.
Every individual has the potential to contrive in one way or another, and taking the child's life before it has even had a chance to experience and contribute to the world undermines that potential.
Each baby should come into the world being well looked after, taken care of. They should have a mother and father who want to look after them, so they'll have a good quality of life. And often, if they do have an abortion, they won't find an adoption home, or they'll have to be in a foster home, which always isn't the best situation. So,
It is unquestionable that the fetus, at whatever stage of development, will naturally develop the ability to feel and think, be conscious of its own existence. The unborn child will have every ability and every opportunity that you yourself have if you give the baby the opportunity.
You go back to the rape case though, do you really want a child being born knowing what the child's real father did to the child's real mother? I don't necessarily agree with that.
Many laws have difficulties concerned to implantation, but these do not diminish the People will kill other people regardless of your legislating against it, but it does not follow that you shouldn't legislate against it.
And a fetus cannot yet live on the outside of its mother, so it is technically should not be considered a human being yet. If it has to live and live out the body of its mom, then it can't function on the outside yet, so then that should be allowed.
But even if we do let them live, even if there was an abortion, it will end up having consequences for the mother. They end up, like we said, with post-abortion syndrome, which is never, it's a health issue for the mother in the end, and it should only, and so really, you're still murdering.
Great open debate, you guys. It's nice back and forth. You're very respectful of one other side. 1 minute break now before we get to the closing statements.
Just gotta swipe the thing up and then it's done.
How the baby's doing?
What?
2-0 still.
It's freezing in here.
It is.
It is so cold.
Disgusting.
It's not that cold.
Where are my tuition dollars going?
Not to heating bills.
Not to heating bills.
Are we getting a new furnace?
I think there was a teacher's lunch. Okay, go ahead, you guys.
Okay, so you guys first.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Yeah,
No, it's whoever started
yeah,
ends first.
yeah. So it's you guys.
Okay. So the topic of abortion gives rise to moral objections based on an unborn human baby right to life. While an expecting mother may not be in the best position to raise a child, it is questionable whether the death of that unborn child is a valid solution to the problem. Although an abortion may be necessary to save the life of an expecting mother in some situations, but however, abortion should not be an escape route for those who have failed to take responsibility with regards to suitable protection from unwanted pregnancies. If you are responsible to have sex, then accept the responsibility that comes with it. People take advantage of abortion and use it for birth control. Abortion is a war against the unborn.
All in all, I still believe that abortion should be allowed due to the fact that it's the woman's body and it's their choice what to do with it. Other people's beliefs shouldn't come into consideration on what they feel they should do with their own body. Same as in guys' instances, if they tell us to do anything with their body, it's our own choice. It's completely up to us. Lots of mothers do abortion simply because they can't look after their child and they don't want them growing up unloved or uncared for.
Great debate, you guys.